In this video we are going to see how to create a script that generates a text file. The name is going to be first.txt and the goal is to have 5 lines with that sentence, "I did it." So as always we should think of this by components, and we have 2 components here. One is to generate the file, the other is to include the 5 lines. So to generate the file I'm going to use with open, and open will allow me to interact with files, and the IDE shows you the use of the function here on the right side of the screen. There are several modes to open a file, and you can see, for instance, the R, it's open for reading, and the W, which is open for writing. And I'll start with the name that I want to give to the file. In this case it's first.txt, and then I'm going to say that the mode is write because I want to write into that file. And to be able to manipulate that object, I'm going to give it a name, so I'm going to say open that file as my file. And if I just want to create a file, I can do my file dot and then I can add some content to that file by using a keyword. There are several keywords that we can use, and you can learn more about this function by clicking on the link that appears in that description there. To write to the file, the keyword is going to be write, and I'm going to just insert the sentence test, and if I execute this, there are no parameters for the script. No encoding detected. Made a mistake there. I copy-pasted this comment, and those 2 quotation symbols are not accepted without defining the encoding. So this is actually a good example for you. If you are copy-pasting, you need to be careful with some of the symbols, like the quotation symbols. This should fix it. There you go, it executed without any problem, and it generated a file called first.txt. I'm going to show you that here. This is the folder I'm working in, and so CreateFile is my script, and it just generated this first.txt, and the content is test, the one I wrote there. So the next let's say challenge for us is that we don't want to do my file write, we want to have I did it. So that's an easy part, and we want this to be in 5 lines. So let's start by thinking, how can we do this 5 times? So instead of doing it once, we are going to say for I in range 0 to 5. We could also use 1 to 6. I is going to start with the value on the left, so I is going to be 0, and the next time we go through the loop it will be 1, and the next time it will be 2, up to the number right before 5, which is 4. If we did 1 to 6, it would start in 1 and go to 6. We are not even using I inside of the loop, and so we don't need to worry about that as long as we have the number of iterations that we want. Because now we have another instruction that accepts a block, we need to be careful and have this indented the right way. So we are saying that inside the width we have these two lines, and then inside the for we have the my file right. So if I execute this, there's no information for the user, but the first txt file just been created now has I did it. It's not one in every line, because in each line, because we need to change the line, and to do that we are going to use a special character which is \n to make that. This means change the line, break line. So if we do this now, what we have is what we wanted. And so this is how we generate a text file with those sentences. And of course you can use this code to generate whatever you want, just need to change the block that you place inside of it. I'm actually going to use this example in another video to also demonstrate the use of exceptions, and because something might go wrong with the creation of the file and we want to catch that and give information to the user. So you can watch that on the next video.